Oh my god! The 1080p's! Oh yes, the water tessellations! The tanks! Oh yes, Battlefield! It's amazing! So if that beginning clip didn't tell you what I think about this game already, you must be living under a rock. Because this game is phenomenal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Battlefield 1, where you go back in time of World War 1, not World War 2. We done with World War 2 shooters, and we done with futuristic shooters. For Battlefield's sake, anyway. And we're done with modern military for a while. We are going to World War 1, something that is not mainstream until now. DICE has taken it upon themselves to do what Call of Duty players have been wanting forever and bring them back and make them have an amazing blast from the past in an amazing World War 1 shooter. Now, you might be also thinking, if this is also for a video for people that don't know Battlefield 1 that much, you might be thinking there wasn't a whole lot of variety back in World War 1. It was kind of simple. How are they going to pull this off? Won't the game get very boring? Now, I don't know about the game getting very boring, as it's only been out for a week. But so far, I have been loving the crap out of this game. And they have made it so there's plenty of variety of weapons. And if you somehow get bored, you obviously don't like insanely awesome battles, and you are a normal Call of Duty player that wants to be constantly thrown back into action. Now that is the most tedious argument of Battlefield versus Call of Duty, is that, oh, I spawned in, now I gotta run for a mile and a half just to see somebody just to get sniped in the head. Well, first of all, you won't get sniped in the head that easily anymore, because snipers at a distance do not do nearly as much damage, and they are somewhat harder to kind of tell, because honestly, their bullets have zero drop, and you might be thinking, that, doesn't sound like it'd be that much harder. But they travel really slow. Really, really slow. I mean, it takes a while for a bullet to get across the map, and most of the time they won't even make it halfway through before they just hit the ground. So you really don't have to worry about getting sniped by some dude that's sitting 10,000 yards away. You know, you just sit like, you're about to get raped. So you don't have to worry about that anymore, and that is an amazing thing. That forces people to play all the classes. Now, that's not to say the sniping classes are completely useless. You can get on that sniping class, the scout class, and actually have a pretty damn good game. I have found myself enjoying it a lot. I'm not that good at sniping, but I'm half decent, and I've been enjoying sniping a lot in this game. Now, I haven't had a chance to play with any friends, so I've just been randomly squatting up with randoms, and none of them had mics, so I haven't been able to see how the community is, but I assume this community is very well accepting of newbie players, because I have seen pretty bad teams, and I haven't heard any trash talk within squads, so I'm feeling pretty confident, but that's also because a lot of people don't have mics. I don't know what it is about this generation of console gaming. No one wants to pop in the game chat and just have a good time, but that's another video for another day. Now, we do have the minor graphics scale of 1080p on PS4 and 900p on Xbox One. If it's not that, then it's 900p on PS4 and 720p on Xbox One. They're no different at all, even though there is a huge gap between 720 and 900. There is no difference in graphics at all, so please don't let my PS4 gameplay interfere with your decision about getting Battlefield 1 if you're an Xbox One player. My original consensus was I was going to get Xbox One, but then I got a PlayStation 4. Well, also this game, don't worry if you're an Xbox One player this time around, EA has partnered up with Xbox they've been partners for quite a while now, with EA Access being now on the console. And they have decided to go full way with Xbox, so you will be getting the best treatment out of the two. Now, what I mean by that, I mean that Xbox One will probably be getting CTE servers first, probably be getting all these different stuff. Actually, no, PC will end up getting CTE first. Console is always late, but out of the two, yes, they might get it first. But anyway, I'm not trying to bring console war, we're going back to the Battlefield. Now, what is amazing about this game, what makes me like it so much? that, let me put my phone on silent, what makes me like it so much is that the realism of it is phenomenal. And it really makes you feel a sort of a grit. When me and my buddy Michael were playing it for the very first time, we brought my PS4 home. I also picked up a copy of Battlefield when I got the PlayStation. We brought it home, we hooked it up, and then we installed it. And once we got into it, it makes you play the first campaign mission. And we loved it so much, we just shot straight for the next campaign mission. Also, while the multiplayer was still installing. But it just gives you this grit. And so we were ready for, you know, we got really used to the gritty feeling of World War I, the loss, the sovereign, or what's the word for it? The sobering effect, you could say. And basically, we finally got the multiplayer to install. Once that finished up, shot into multiplayer, and it didn't switch our feeling. It still feels really gritty. When you die, when you're in the deployment screen, you have this sorrowing violin playing in your ear, and it's pretty upsetting, not gonna lie. It really honestly makes you feel the loss of the war. Now, some people might be thinking, wow, you have to be such kind of a little bitch to, you know, really get impacted by gameplay music. But when you have done as extensive research as I have, and maybe if you, basically if you have any sort of common knowledge of World War I, you know World War I was a stupid war. We were basically fighting just a fight. There was no real purpose. It was an extreme amount of loss for absolutely no reason. And this is what this game perfects, is making you feel the loss. Because honestly, the rate you die in the multiplayer, unless you're an absolute god player, it's sort of how it was in real life. So yeah, this game is amazing. I'm not going to go too into gameplay details. This is an overview of everything. The campaign is phenomenal. The best Battlefield campaign we are ever going to get, besides maybe the Bad Company series. But, you know, the Bad Company series is sort of way out there in comparison to Battlefield 1. But who else thinks they need to make a Bad Company 3? Anybody? I didn't beat Bad Company 2, so I don't know if that's actually even possible. So, oh well. But anyway, guys, that's my opinion of Battlefield 1. Your opinion might differentiate entirely. You might think this is the worst Battlefield ever to release. And if you do, let me know in the comment section below. If I can get my buddy Thomas over, we are definitely going to try to make a Smidwinders radio, or as other people would like to call it, our podcast. And so make sure you go mosey on over to the Smidwinders channel. Link always in the description. And you might be able to see that release tonight. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Again, I want to know your opinions in the comment section below. And have you played Battlefield 1 yet? And if you have, what do you think of it? And does it give you the same amount of grit? And make sure to leave a like if you agree, or if you just like the video. Alright, have a good day.